The relationship began like a fairy tale, very intense. Lots of gifts and romantic gestures. 6 months on, and the violence started. I had to stay at home to cover up the bruises. Then he wanted me to stay at home with him, and I stopped visiting my friends and family. He would text and call to find out my whereabouts, checking on how I was getting on at work, checking my phone and deleting my social media accounts. Then he started checking the mileage. Then he started checking the mileage on my car, contents of the dishwasher, car seat positions, dirty clothes in the washing, the bedding, dirt on the doormat, money spent, who I spoke to, etc., along with constant calls to work and control of finances, debit and credit cards, comments about my body and my appearance. Then the violence increased, including the use of knives, baseball bat, strangulation, stamping, tied up, and locked in the bathroom, throwing and smashing things, constant threats to kill me and my pet dog, and how he would do it, etc. The threat of the violence is very often worse than the actual violence, and this behaviour became regular daily life and was always unprovoked. I could see no way out and attempted suicide, believing there was no other way to get away from this life. The hospital was my lifeline, and they put me in contact with the domestic abuse service for LGBTQ+ victims of abuse, who were able to support me with a safe place and counselling. I thought the relationship was a loving relationship, but now I know the first 6 months were the grooming process as the coercive control began, and I was helped to realise that it wasn't my fault. I am a professional, independent man in a full-time employment, and access to the services for the LGBT+ people are extremely limited, and the control and surveillance by my partner were 24/7, but I knew I needed to understand what was happening and to escape.
Psalm 139 verses 11 and 12. If I say, surely the darkness will cover me, and the light around me turn to night, even darkness is no darkness with you. The night is as clear as the day. Darkness and light to you are both alike. Charles fell in love with all the hopes for the future that new love brings. He trusted. He changed. He made allowances so that they could be happy. But that trust was betrayed. All the time the romantic gestures, the hordes of gifts were given with a purpose. The purpose of gaining complete control. The purpose of destroying independence. And when the grooming was successful, the real purpose was evident. Charles was now someone he could do anything he liked to. He was now in complete control, isolated from friends and family, feeling the only way out was death. Thank God for the wisdom of the professionals in the hospital. They recognised what was going on and were able to point Charles in the right direction. A domestic abuse service specifically for LGBTQ+ individuals. A place where he was understood and supported, counselled and restored back to his full humanity. Compassionate God, help us to be a light in the darkness for those who feel there is no way out from the abusive situation they find themselves in. May we bring the light of knowledge, which points to the way out of darkness into your glorious light. Amen.